runner. This race is going to be run to suit him because they're going to go lickety-split. All in the CBD Mortgages Loan Handicap, over 1,400 metres. Set to go, and they're off racing away. Field of Dream, as he often is, slowly away, and Fananelta dropped in from a wide gate. Jarsus broke well, reined back, and it's Anaerobio and Kenny Powers who dispute the early running. Jarsus going to get a nice toe into the race in third on the inside of Alazayeb. They're followed by Spirit of Battle. Pace looks to have steadied a little bit. To the outside of that pairing then is Bannock, with in the middle Pied a Terre. 2 lengths back to find Silver Ocean, who's racing just in advance of Across the Rhine. Then David Livingston, Fananelta, and Field of Dream on the outside. 800 metres left to go. They swing out of the back straight and now approach the halfway point. They're turning left-handed then. Kenny Powers in front, leading by a length and a half. Anaerobio in second. 3 lengths Jarsus, getting a lovely toe through on the inside of Alazayeb. Bannock out 3 deep. Then Spirit of Battle in the headgear. Across the Rhine on the inside is next, followed by Pied a Terre nudged along. Silver Ocean, David Livingston, Field of Dream and Fananelta the order as they turn for home. 500 metres left to go. Kenny Powers led them in with a red cap, Anaerobio giving chase, then Jarsus with a yellow cap. Behind those then is Alazayeb, out wide of those is Bannock, then Spirit of Battle and Across the Rhine. 200 metres just over left to go. Anaerobio takes over from Kenny Powers. Jarsus back in third, behind those Spirit of Battle. Field of Dream running on from the back, but it's Anaerobio out in front in the hands of Pat Cosgrave, clear by 2 lengths approaching the line, and Anaerobio will win the last. From in second place, Clyde. Jarsus on the near side of Kenny Powers, then Spirit of Battle and Field of Dream. Across the Rhine, David Livingston, Pied a Terre. They were followed then over the line by Fananelta, Alazayeb, Bannock and Silver Ocean. Anaerobio then, who was second over further than this when he tried to make all, actually, when Tradestorm ran him down, and most recently he wins quite comfortably in the end, and it was close for second, isn't it? Kenny Powers on the inside of Jarsus. Spirit of Battle is definitely fourth. Then Field of Dream, Across the Rhine, David Livingston. Further back to Pied a Terre, Alazayeb, Fananelta, Bannock and Silver Ocean, the last horse over the line. So we mentioned him beforehand, this horse who had decent form in Argentina, winning Grade 1s and Grade 2s. His first victory since 2010, October 2010 actually, as we saw from those fast facts earlier on. Was always in a good position, got across and sat just on the outside of Kenny Powers and pounced coming down the home straight in the end. You'll see most of those hard working behind, but he's had a relatively soft trip through. Jarsus is second in the race for the second successive year. Long-time leader Kenny Powers in third. Spirit of Battle fourth, then Field of Dream and Across the Rhine. 1:24.71 the winning time. And Anaerobio for Pat Cosgrave and Mike the Cock takes the final race of the evening.
Well done to Laura. She gave you a good word for that horse, and this horse deserved to win it, didn't he? As you said, he's ran a couple of really good races so far this term. Good run behind Mushrek. Of course, Mushrek went on to win the Alpha Healy Fort, and then just literally nabbed by the fast finishing Tradestorm last time out. As you pointed out, hasn't won for a fair while, 3 years, but he is a dual Group 1 winner back home in Argentina. Back down to this trip, I've written in my notes actually, should suit certainly on his running style. That's what we said beforehand, although I will also say I did think it may have just been a little bit too short for him, but he's travelled really, really well into his race. Ross was just saying during the race, why didn't they even make more use of him and make Stamina come into play? But I suppose there was a few horses up front, notably Kenny Powers out in front, didn't really need to go and make the run. And another nice win for Pat Cosgrave, good guy in the weighing room.
He is, isn't he? Yeah, we like Pat, and he's got himself a really nice job here as second jockey to Mike Dukaki. He works hard, he rides out every morning. I don't know if this is one of the ones he rides out every morning. I imagine it is, actually. And well done to him. He's having a smashing carnival. And about time this horse won, to be honest. They keep him busy, don't they? I wonder if he's just one of those that takes a few races to get fully wound up. He was third here on his first start. That was a good effort over the course and distance behind Le Drakkar, so that was a bit of a clue, I suppose. And I think it probably helped him that he didn't have to lead today as he did on his last outing. Kenny Powers took that job away from him. And he's a really bonny horse. I like a white face. I imagine, but I don't know for sure, that he stayed here over the summer Mike does tend to leave his handicappers, doesn't he? Because he races them relatively hard during our little season, our short season.
That's the thing, isn't it? You know, you've got horses that they can take the race in. This season's very short. You're only talking a 3 month, you know, even 2.5 months really. You might as well get them running. You've got plenty of time for them to get over any little niggles. I get the feeling, as you said, that they expected this to win, or they were hopeful, because Pat Cosgrave really happy there. Gave a good shake of the hands to Stephen Jarl a few moments ago as well, and real big smile on Pat's face. He obviously knew this one was going to win.
Yeah, as I say, he rides them out every morning. He'd have a good idea, wouldn't he? I wouldn't have thought, well, they will be disappointed with the run from David Livingstone, because he had absolutely no run at all at one stage of the race. Pat Dobbs had nowhere to go. So we'll have a look at that again and just show you that, because that was pretty unfortunate. So they're going to be disappointed with that, obviously. They've had quite a lot of bad luck regarding running and getting a run and things like that so far. But there's Mike. He's smiling. Been a good night for him in the end. And this counts as an international winner. Hurrah.
It does, yeah. And you can see as they swing for home, Kenny Powers is travelling okay. He set not a fast gallop, although saying that, we were talking about the slow times compared to the track records for all of the races. This is the only race all night that's actually got closest to the track record. And as Jason points out, if they go steady early on, it does develop into a little bit of a sprint. So hence we see the quicker times towards the winning post rather than early on. But no, this Anaerobio, a well-deserved victory from here. Good to see him get his head in front, and also nice to see Mike de Kock with the winner, because we don't go in too many carnival meetings without Mike training a winner, and said he'll be happy with the run from David Livingstone in the fact that he's ran well but got into a little bit of trouble. So at least we know that the ability is still there with that horse. But Anaerobio, by capturing the Rye out of a mare called Putra Anala. I have to say I don't know too much about the breeding for this horse, but I can tell that he's a pretty smart horse.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? And it just shows how good our carnival is. We have a lot of Grade 1 winners come here and not managed to win, and this one finally has in the end. There's Spirit of Battle in behind in the headgear. Good run from him. Likewise, Field of Dream in the maroon silks and the check cap, who missed the break, and actually I thought ran on quite nicely in the end to snatch a smallish share of the prize money. But a smile of satisfaction from Pat Cosgrave, and we don't know. Perhaps they've had a lot of problems with this horse. Who knows? Maybe it's been all the different sort of techniques you need just to get horses to the track these days. That's
the thing, isn't it? As I said, we do these stable tours every week, and we show them the treadmill and the swimming pool, and they're just amazed at all the different types of gear to get these horses fit, and the technology involved in getting them to the races. And there's a look then at the representatives of Anaerobio, who won our lucky last, Mr. Mohammed Khalil Ahmed, the winning owner there, whose famous yellow and red silks were carried to victory there. We should just say one final bit of fallout from the UAE. I just heard an interview with Mike de Kock with Ian Bartlett. He wasn't actually that discouraged by the run. He said she's a month behind a lot of his other horses.